Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan and today I am going to talk about potential biomarker predicts resistance to immunotherapies in melanoma. The Duke Cancer Institute researchers have identified potential biomarkers that actually predict the likelihood for checkpoint inhibitor drugs to backfire, driving hyperprogression of melanoma cells instead of unleashing the immune system to actually fight them. The new study that I'm talking about is conducted in mice, and human tissue points to a strategy for inhibiting the hyperprogression, potentially benefiting an estimated 10% of cancer patients who actually undergo this devastating complication from the checkpoint inhibitor immunotherapies. Checkpoint inhibitors have been a cancer success story, but hyperprogression has been a troubling side effect in some of these patients. Hanks and colleagues investigated the underlying mechanism for this particular process in melanoma, identifying a protein complex that is rooted in cancer tumors that is called the NLRP3 inflammasome. Now, inflammasomes are danger sensors that typically help the immune system recognize any foreign invaders. In certain cases, however, the researchers found that the NLRP3 inflammasome in tumor reacts to the activated T cell responses and also triggers a cascade of events that actually results in resistance to the checkpoint inhibitors. The inflammation process then goes into full-out protective mode where it builds an environment that can help the cancer cells spread. So once the process and key actors were identified, the researchers sought a way to identify which patients were at risk for developing the hyperprogression prior to initiating the checkpoint inhibitor immunotherapy. Using tumor tissue samples from the stage 4 melanoma patients at Duke, the researchers found that high baseline concentrations of the molecules involved in the inflammation process were associated with the development of disease hyperprogression as well as the inferior survival. That's all for today. Stay tuned to Medical Dialogues for latest updates.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.